Hey guys, so we're going to do a foam rolling video to stretch out the lower limbs of the body. So the majority of the time when we're getting that lower back pain, it's usually caused from tight hamstrings, IT bands, things like that. So we're going to start getting to it. So it's a foam roll. I just have the mat here so I can keep my stabilizing knee on. So we're going to start with the quads here. So to do that, I'm going to keep my knee on the mat. My other leg is going to go on top of the quad. I'm going to keep my leg up so I can keep body pressure down. Now what I want to do is roll from my hip all the way down to my knee in order to effectively do this. Now I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I mean. So the foam roller is down here. I place it in the middle of my thigh. So I'm going to push back here all the way to my hip and then come back forward all the way to my knee. Now remember, you don't really want to cross over your joints because you don't want to give your ligaments or tendon any damage from like compressing it too much. You really want to stay in the muscle bed itself. Now another thing that you'll notice is that as you're rolling back and forth, you might find a couple of knots or like little bumps that are pretty painful. So what you want to do is actually rest on those knots for a few seconds, about 20 seconds I would suggest, and then continue to roll through it again. So what I mean by that is here as I'm going, I can find a knot here high on my thigh. All I want to do is keep my body weight down. I'm going to keep pressure on it. I'm going to lay here for 20 seconds. After it's done or you feel like it's worked out a little bit or the pain is a little bit too much, I'm going to continue to roll the entire muscle through to continue to work out the knots. Now that's to do your quad. You can do the same thing for the other leg. Just remember your other knee should be down to stabilize. You want to keep pressure down on the muscle. Okay, so secondly, what we're going to do is go do our hamstrings. So the hamstrings are a little easier because they're a little more mobile in this direction. So we're going to put it down. Again, put in the foam roller in the middle of the hamstring. We're going to keep our body weight up and then roll again from your bum all the way to the back of the knee. Now for the hamstring, for most people, you might not feel too much pressure. So what you want to do is cross your other leg over and then use your arms to move your body back and forth. Just remember not to sit down and take your body weight off. You want to constantly have this pressure down as you roll forward and back. Now once you get to your hamstring, you might notice around the outside is a little more sensitive with your IT band, which we're going to do next. But the point I want to make is, if you feel more tenderness on the outside of your leg than you do on the inside, or vice versa, you want to twist your leg and lean towards that direction, because that's indicating where the tightness usually is or where it's more tight on you. So you got to stretch that point out more. Now your IT band is next. I'm going to warn you guys beforehand, your IT band can be very, very sensitive when you're foam rolling. If this is causing you a lot of pain, you're going to want to stop this, right? You can go seek the help of a practitioner to really get through this motion here. So what I like to do is sit on it first, and then I'm going to turn to the leg that I'm going to foam roll, right? So I'm going to do my left leg right here. I'm going to extend my left leg. My right leg is going to cross over so I have good dexterity when I'm moving. I want to stay on my hands. I don't recommend being on your elbows because you can't really move too well here. So when you're on your hands, you can really push and get some pressure down. But again, I'm going to go from my hip all the way to the outside of my knee and push back and forth here. Now again, this could be really, really sensitive for some people, so just make sure you're not pushing yourself a little bit too hard and injuring yourself more. So again, if I find a knot, I'm going to rest on this knot and then continue to roll out. Lastly, your glutes. So same way, I'm going to sit on it. Now the side that I'm going to be rolling, which is my left side, again, I'm going to lean towards to expose the muscle. So I'm going to cross my leg, I'm going to lean towards it because I'm exposing it, and then again, it's going to be a shorter roll here, just right over your bum, over the hip here, and that's really going to stretch it out. Now if you guys have any other questions or concerns about how to stretch with a foam roller, just send us a message and we'll be sure to answer.